teen librarian if
you know what DFTBA stands for.
Thanks for joining us for another Q&A the Librarian Way. My name's Emily from NaNoWriMo.com.
And I'm Julia from Sunbeam Yellow.
Today's question is how to promote National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo, in your library. So I'm going to tell you some things you can do in the public setting, and Julia's going to hit you up with some ideas for the school setting.
National Novel Writing Month in November, or NaNoWriMo, is a month that's set aside for budding writers to sit down and write 50,000 words during that month, which is basically the equivalent of a novel. Now, I have to admit that I have never participated in NaNoWriMo, and I'm not participating this year. However, I still want my library to be an inviting space for teens who are participating. So you can do some little simple things to show students that you're recognizing that they're participating. And one of those is just having a pod of computers that you set aside specifically for NaNoWriMo participants. I have students that come in during their lunchtime and specifically want to work on their NaNoWriMo books. So by having some computers set aside for them, they know that they can go there and work without being disturbed.
As Julia mentioned, it's all about making a comfortable environment for your writers and an inspiring environment. And what inspires writers more than other authors? So consider creating an event where you bring in some local authors who can talk to your NaNoWriMo participants and give them tips and suggestions on how to complete a novel, from the budding creating stages all the way to the editing stages. There are some local authors in your area, I'm absolutely positive. We are lucky enough that we have some great ones in our area. Mike Mullen from Ashfall, we have Sandra Mitchell, Christine Johnson, and our dream of one day getting John Green to our library. But bring them in, have them talk, have a self-publishing panel so they can figure out ways that after they finish their novel they can complete it. And it's really cool because as you do all this, you're fostering a community of writers. And so you can always put together a writers group in your library that can be all ages. You can have a teen writers group, an adult writers group. You can have a creative writing group for kids in your library as well. So there's a lot that you can do that stems from National Novel Writing Month.
It is a major accomplishment for students to finish NaNoWriMo within the period of a month. So you want to celebrate their success and recognize them for that. And one way to do that is to add their finished book into the collection. There are some easy ways now to bind books or to package them and print them up. And so by just taking one copy of their book and adding it to your collection, it shows the students that you care, that they took the time to write a book.
If you watched my library short last week, you know I talked a lot about fun. National Novel Writing Month is not easy to get through. It takes perseverance. You have a lot of battles and struggles that you have to get through, usually just laziness by the end of the month. So make it a fun environment for your participants, for your community of writers. Participate if you don't, or find other staff members that participate. Make fun videos that kind of encourage them throughout the month. I'm going to add one of our videos. It was a promo video for the whole event to the NaNoWriMo.com, so make sure you stop by and check that out. But just make it fun. Keep the level and enthusiasm high, the level of fun high, to keep them motivated throughout the month.
Thanks so much for joining us for today's video, and we hope that you found some of these suggestions helpful. But leave a comment or question below letting us know how you promote NaNoWriMo in your library. Now next week I will be back with a short video, and then 2 weeks from today you'll see us talking about an annual teen film festival that we host every year. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hey Emily, who are you checking out?
I'm checking out Jeb and Morpheus and A.G. Howard Splintered. It's kind of a warped version of Alice in Wonderland. It's pretty good, just about done. Julia, who are you checking out?
I'm checking out Mr. Rathburn from Jane by April Lindner. This is a contemporary retelling of Jane Eyre, and it's so good.
See you next week.
Bye.